Hello and welcome back to the what? My name is Beast, and today we're back with a Maiden Serenade. But before we get to this, I have shit to add here. Namely, first of all, fucking got Kazuki to add here, which I believe personally he does jaywalk. Based on what I remember. To be fair, I don't remember all that much, but hey, specifically doesn't really when anyone's looking. So just to be kind of respectful about it. Fucking Tetsuya does not give a shit. What does he? No, actually, the fuck. Not what I wanted, 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 not what I wanted. Whoops. I think Kazuki would probably not actually jaywalk. This feels right. Like, he would probably not really jaywalk sort of in front of little sister, while Kazuki probably doesn't really feel the need to jaywalk. He's a bit too chill for that, I guess you could say. Kaede-Route Serenade MC does not give a shit at all. Like, he does not care. Probably jaywalks to get away from fucking Immortal. Tojiki's too much of a bitch. This I don't care. I don't care. Tojiki's a bitch. He probably doesn't jaywalked once for the experience, for his writing, and hence has not done it again because he's a bitch. A little punk ass bitch. When it comes to Takumi, Takumi I'ma put in jaywalks when no one's looking, specifically because he would jaywalk. I feel like if no one's around, but like if there are clearly no cars going by, he would 100% never jaywalk at fucking all if Shione was nearby. So yeah, now that got done and handled, let's actually get back into the game. I would say if I did not have something else to say about, namely, I have finished Past and Present Rediscovered yesterday, as of yesterday. First of all, call me Pavlov the way I fucking am conditioned like a fucking dog, because the game starts playing Kimigatame and I am this close to tearing up immediately. And my judgment for the game is it is definitely a very nice game. I've definitely enjoyed it. Some of the animations can be a bit wonky at times, but hey. And by God, the battle system sometimes causes me fucking issues with it bugging out. But I really like the characters, I like the story. However, I will say that in the grand scheme of Utawarumono stories, it is kind of a nothing burger. I will not talk about why that is. It is for you to find out. And lastly, the thing I have to fucking mention is, I got a fucking mini fridge for free. Yeah. Essentially, what has been going on recently since I am trying to move out to a different apartment before I go back to school. And because of that, my mom tends to continuously check like eBay, like fucking eBay Kleinanzeigen. I don't know what the English name for that is. Hold on. Apparently eBay classifieds. essentially someone put like, hey, we are giving away this fucking shelf that I thought, hey, this would really work well as like a room divider for this new apartment. And essentially they weren't just offering that, they were literally just like, hey, we have a bunch of shit in our fucking garden. Fucking free for all, first comes, first serve. So when we came to pick up, sadly, the fucking small wardrobe that I was going to get for like visitors to hang coats and all that on, sadly that was already taken. However, the shelf was still there. And as we were trying to pack up the shelf, I just realized there was a fucking random ass mini fridge next to it, and I decided, why the fuck not? If it doesn't work, I can still toss it out. So yeah, I still need to clean that though. Anyways, back to where we were. At least there wasn't much to do with school today, except for the opening ceremony for the new semester and some announcements from the school, so we got to go home before noon. However, we all passed by the school gate with heavy hearts, knowing that a test was waiting for us next week, to make sure we studied during the break, or so they say. After regaining our freedom, Kaede and I decided to take a stroll down the shopping district.
そうですか。そちらも質問攻めでしたか。
We kept asking about how I managed to ask you out, about how they thought you and I were on bad terms, all kind of stuff. Did they bother you much?
空いた時間はずっとです。
Apparently the questioning continued even after school was over, so Kaede had to make up excuses just to get out of there. Looks like the house is gonna last a while.
でもこれで匠くんに寄ってくる女の子が諦めてくれるかもしれないから、早めにバレてよかったかもしれないですね。
No one's into me like that.
あの子たちと距離が近すぎるのは相変わらずで気になりますが、約束がありますし、とりあえずは一安心といったところですかね。誰が選ばれても文句なし、応援をしようと。ってどうして人のつぶやきを聞いているんですか？
If you don't want others to read your thoughts, then perhaps you shouldn't say them out loud.
とにかく気を取り直してソフトクリームでも食べましょうか。
God damn, still salty over the dropped ice cream from last time.
今日は気をつけましょうね。
Stop at the same shop and get the same order as last time. A swirl for me and vanilla for her.
おいしい。
He's licking that ice cream like it's her favorite treat in the whole world. That is top tier stuff.
そうね。それに匠くんと一緒だから余計に美味しく思えるわ。
Like, I was 100% would not have been surprised though. He was like, oh yeah, she sure is licking that like it's her favorite treat in the world. Saw her lick something else like that though. I was 100% expecting it. I'm happy that it did not happen. You're making me blush.
私も自分で言ってて恥ずかしくなりました。
She's not squeezing her eyes tight with a hand to her lips.
匠くん、クリームが頬についてますよ。
I lightly wipe the area around my cheek with my
そこではなくて。
Around here?
待って、私が。
Kaede takes out her handkerchief to brim properly. It's kind of embarrassing, but not bad at all. Where my expectations are betrayed, she stops right before touching my cheek. Kaede? Cheeks redden as she puts away her handkerchief. Just as disappointment threatens to overtake me, she deftly brushes my cheek with her finger, swiftly bringing the droplet to her lips.
おいしいです。
She licks her finger again for good measure. Wow, that's so lewd. The way she slides her tongue along her finger to clean the white liquid off is so suggestive it reminds me of our time together the other day.
やっぱり苦いよりも甘い方がいいですね。
My brain fixes it on the least important aspect of our words and the detail of our lovemaking resurface. Now I have to promise answer. Never mind. God, I'm sorry. I've got to use the toilet. Can you wait for me? Just go ahead and finish the ice cream if I'm not back before it melts.
トイレって。
I'll be inside that arcade. It's too hot out here. Just wait for me inside. That was a close shave. Slammed the bathroom stall shut and let out a sigh of relief. Kaede didn't notice, and neither did anyone else. No one saw my raging boner. Same thing happened this morning. Can't seem to control this part of my body after what happened the other day. Gotta be careful. Just have to wait until the thing calms down. Maybe quicker to rub one out, but judging from its persistence the other day, waiting is probably the safer option. I wouldn't know what to say if you were to recognize the smell either. Might be dead meat.
ありがとう、たくみくん。手伝ってもらっちゃって助かったわ。
No need to thank me, it was nothing much. All I did was butt in on her daily duties and clean around the shrine. We're hanging out in front of the shrine's main building now. Cicadas aren't making much noise anymore.
そうですね。ずいぶんと静かになった気がします。
Their now distant voices are a poignant reminder of the passing of summer.
南浜学園の生徒として最後の夏が終わるんですね。つい数日前も同じように思いましたけど、あれとはまた別の感慨深さです。
How so? Last summer and a few days ago. These key words alone are enough for me to deduce what has triggered the change in her sentiment. We made love. Oh my god, this again? This isn't the first, nor the second, nor third time I've been tormented by this over the course of the last few days. Even the slightest relevance of in our conversation, or a simple touch from Kaede, is enough to set it off. Talking about my dick if that wasn't obvious. It's easy to bring it down if there's something to help drive the attention away, but otherwise it eventually grows to be a huge problem. And it's such a nasty libido. They say self-discovery is a lifelong process, and unfortunately, I can't just hide this one under a jacket and call it a day.
なんだか寂しい感じがしますね。
My little sigh seems to have been misinterpreted, thankfully. However, it appears my celebration was premature. Something disturbs the still air, and feel a slight impact. Kaede has rested her head on my shoulder.
こうしていると寂しさが減るような気がします。
I see. Maybe she's tired of keeping up her cold demeanor around others, but the moment we're alone, Kaede transforms into the sweetest little thing. She's so cute and I'm uber happy, but I wish my body could read the mood. My dick's ready to burst out of my pants. And Kaede suddenly puts her hand on mine, as if I wasn't being pushed to my limit already. Pull my hand away. Sorry, my hand's so sweaty right now. Actually, I better head over for today. My back is drenched in sweat too, so I want to hurry up and take a bath.
そう。
My heart stings from how disappointed she looks, but another touch from her is going to...
それじゃあ、お別れのキスです。また明日、たくみくん。
Yeah. Tomorrow.
たくみくん
Kaede calls out to me in a fluster, but I can only force a smile and wave at her without stopping my feet. That's the most I can manage. Her soft lips had destroyed any semblance of willpower I had, and me, the only option I have left is to flee while trying to hide the extruding bulge in my pants. I wanna fuck! Fucking... Don't tell me he's riding a bicycle right now. That be all end all. Oh! Sex! Something cry desperation swells inside me while I hide behind a bush, waiting for the unruly urge of my lower regions to subside. Forbidden fruit is a soul-changing experience. One taste and it's reduced me to this. The fact that it's forbidden only fuels my heart's longing, pushing me to the brink of desperation. I have a feeling I want to do this right now. Is it the raging hormones? Someone tell me it's just a phase. Might be best to avoid daily physical intimacy beyond the goodbye kiss. It's just as she said. Perhaps we should have waited until marriage to have sex. It's too late. I've seen the light and there's no going back. If only we could do it once a week. Heck, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that every day. I'd kind of find that kind of frequency outrageous, though. Crap, once a week might be going too far by her standards. Okay. I'll reason with her and negotiate a monthly session. But in the end, let a whole week pass by without being able to broach the topic. I've been doing everything in my power to resist giving in to temptation, from refraining from touching her to making sure we're constantly together with other club members. However, that doesn't work well for long.
ねえ、たくみくん。 今日はうちで勉強しないかしら。
With school day over, I've made my way to the club. Even the whole gang had already agreed to study together for the test next week, I seems to have other priorities. Just brought me out into the corridor to ask me in private. Huh? Didn't you hear we were having a study group today?
それは聞いていますけど、ここのところ二人きりになれる時間が少なく思うんです。
You think so?
ええ、それで皆さんに少々相談をさせていただきまして。
話は聞かせてもらった。二人の仲は滅亡する。
Shut up.
しません。
We take on Matsuri's curveball out of left field and characteristically send it flying.
冗談はさておき、ここのところ私たちと一緒だったのだから、たまにはいいのではないか。
I think we're doing just fine.
こちらとしても二人の仲を邪魔しているようで、多少なりとも心苦しく思うところもあってね。他のみんなも承知している。存分に二人で甘い時間を過ごすのだな。おっと、そんな言い方をするとまるで勉強の内容が恋の ABC のように思えるね。
Ha ha! That's an old expression, alright. I can't help but squeeze out a dry laugh. We're really doing this, aren't we? I can't fudge my way out of it.
ありがとう、まつりさん。他の皆さんにもそうお伝えください。
了解した。
それではたくみくん、行きましょうか。
Alright.
そういえばたくみくんを私の部屋に招待するのはこれが初めてですね。
I think so.
そんなには散らかってないと思うけど、あまりジロジロ見ないでくださいね。
Sure thing.
何ですかその乾いた笑いは。
I'm just a bit nervous. She has no idea I'm desperately trying to keep my impulse in check. It'll just be the two of us in there, in her room. Oh god, I have to keep counting the prime numbers, I'm gonna lose it. I'd just be okay if I lock in on studying, but tradition dictates that I count prime numbers in situations like this.
緊張ですか？でも安心していいですよ。お父様たちは夜まで帰ってこないそうです。だから顔を合わせることはないので大丈夫です。
Oh no, she's completely misunderstood. I think I'll do my best then.
小テストのためにしっかり勉強しましょうね。
How could time-tested methods fail me at a time like this? Prime numbers aren't working! It's my first time being in Kaede's room, a girl's room, a girlfriend's room. The sweet fragrance I'm smelling isn't just my imagination. Kaede's gone out to make us coffee. Told me not to look around too much, but how can I not? Can't keep my hands off the drawers. Eyes only, no touching. No snooping around places I shouldn't. So many textbooks. She's certainly serious about advancing her education. It's surprising to spot this many girls' manga, though. My eyes on a bookshelf and then the desk. The way they're perfectly organized speaks volumes about her personality. Look up the calendar hanging on the wall by the desk. It's the type that shows the entire year. Mid-August. There's a heart-shaped sticker on the day, 2 days after the fireworks festival. That was... We started going out. Somewhat taken aback, realizing that not even a month has passed since then. There's another sticker on the last Sunday of August. This one's also heart-shaped. Final competition is written right below the sticker. She even marked the day we first did it. I wonder what Kaede would say to Karin if she ever asked about these stickers.
たくみくん、あまりジロジロ見ないでと言ったでしょ？
Turn around surprised. She's already changed into her casual outfit. Explains why it's taken her so long just to brew some coffee. Ah, Kaede, don't worry, I've only looked at the bookshelves and the calendar.
まあ、それくらいでしたら。
Kaede lets out a small sigh and proceeds to transfer the cups and sweets from her tray to the table.
それでは始めましょうか。
Sure. Take a seat at the table. That's the same. Right beside me. Can't explain why you're sitting so close.
こちらなら、たくみくんがわからない部分があっても教えやすいかなと思いまして。
I see. Being face to face with her is problematic, though. In that case, at least there's a table between us. Now she's right next to me. If I were to get chubby, all she'd have to do is look down and she'd see everything. Don't think about it. No thoughts. Head empty.
たくみくん、手が止まってますけど、もしかしてわからないところがありましたか？
Yeah, I'm kinda stuck here.
あ、そこですか。それならここをこうして。
Kaede leans over and starts teaching me how to solve the problem. However, they're touching me, Kaede! You're pressing them against me! The massive honkers squish against my scrawny
と
arm.
いうわけです。どうですか？
What?
はい。
Oh yeah, I understand everything perfectly clear now. Unfortunately, my brain couldn't recover fast enough to output a more sensible reply.
わからないところがあったらいつでも聞いてね。
Thank you very much. At that precise moment, my degenerate son decides that it's his chance to stand up. Feels like the bastard is going to pierce through my paints. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Try to inch forward ever so subtly to keep the tent from entering her vision. This is going to take a while. To make things worse, Kaede seems to mistake my desperation-induced pause for academic inability. So of course, the sweet girl tries to help and leans over to teach me again. She's not doing this on purpose, is she? Either way, the repeated simulations keep fueling the fire in my groin. My suffering is eternal! There's no way I can hide this from her forever. I'm breathing out on a cold sweat, but I have no choice but to pretend my concentration is higher than 0.
ねえ、たくみくん。ちょっといいかしら。
I'll do my best.
この2ページのテスト問題を今からやろうと思うんですけど、もし全問正解したらご褒美くれます？
What do you mean reward? Kinda guess, but still decide to ask her
う
to
ん、もう女の子の口からそういうことは言わせないでください。
Kiss. Blushes and nods coyly. Sure.
それでは頑張りますね。
With a smile on her face, Kaede happily begins work on a test sheet.
どうでしょうか？
A perfect score.
やりました。
Congrats, Kaede. I welcome myself to another, even deeper circle of thanks. Doesn't even last 1 second. And yet it is enough to make my heart throb with excitement. Unfortunately, it also makes my dick throb. I've got to stabilize my breathing. Yes, exhale for 5 seconds, hold for 10, repeat. Wait, people die if they don't breathe! My inner log leaks out and manifests itself in the form of me gasping for air.
たくみくん？
Just trying to catch my breath.
そうですか。ところでたくみくん、お願いがあるのですが。
Anything within my power.
大丈夫です。たくみくんにしかできませんから。
I'm only I'm capable.
キス、もっとしてほしいです。
Oh.
ダメですか？
Of course not. There's no way I could turn her down. I love Kaede, I want to touch her. So I don't. And your thoughts may have taken over my body, but they're nothing compared to my desire to kiss her. Okay. We kissed many, many times and finished with an even longer one. Kaede's rosy red cheeks are incredibly seductive. Her expression alone is enough to make my big girl berserk, not to mention the kissing. I sure hope the wet spot. I retreat to the restroom, but I can't risk her letting her see the pathetic state of my groin. Before despair takes over, the world is suddenly filled with light.
コーヒーを入れ直してきますね。だいぶぬるくなってしまいましたし。
Ah, thank you, Kaede. She puts our cups back on the tray and exits the room. Immediately after the doors close, I let out a massive sigh of relief and slump onto the table. Holy crap, that was so close.
何がやばかったんですか？
I'd be dead if Kaede found out about this.
何がバレそうだったんでしょう。
Is it obvious about how hard I got what? Kaede, what are you doing here? I think you gotta make coffee.
ドアを閉じるなり盛大にため息が聞こえてきたらどうかしたのかと気になるのは当然です。
Oh, Jesus.
さて、それでは何がバレそうだったのかを聞かせていただくとしましょうか。
Please spare me.
いいえ、ダメです。
He stares me down and approaches me with one menacing step after the other. Crawl away on all fours, trying to keep our distance. Alas, it doesn't take long until I find myself cornered against the wall. The girl's right behind, looking down at me. He slowly bends down and brings her face close to
さ
mine.
あ、白状してください。たくみくん。
I should very well be in fight or flight mode right now. However, something else has got my neurons to activate. Kaede may have lowered herself to face me, but doesn't bring her eyes to the same level of mine. You know what are? Bouncing baubles, bodacious boobies, all up in my face. Oh, the miracle of gravity. Unconsciously gulp.
たくみくん、聞いているんですか？
Of course I'm, I'll confess everything, so please. That's it. I give up. I'm still feeling guilty for lying to her the other day, and there's no way I can keep hiding it from her in this situation.
その、何ですか？
Please put your boobs away. They're jiggling around so much, and I mean so much.
おっぱいって一体何を考えてるんですか？
About you! I didn't want to let you know how much I think about you. Ever since that day, you've been the only thing on my mind.
たくみくんってどうしてこんな時におちんちんを大きくしているんですか？
She saw it. Cat's out of the bag, and so's my cock. Droop my shoulders in despair and confess my shame. Tell her about how I feel horny every time I think about her and the lies I told her to cover it up. I even disclose my shameful desire to do it with her more often. As soon as I'm done, the whole room submerges in silence. Kaede sits there with the same flustered expression for the longest time. Eventually, she lets out a long
道
sigh.
理で最近たくみくんの態度がおかしかったわけです。
You noticed?
ここのところあからさまに態度がおかしければ嫌でも気づきます。
Another
とも
sigh.
かく事情はわかりました。まったくどうしてすぐに言ってくれなかったんですか？
Take it by surprise. But, Kaede, didn't you express your displeasure for insincerity and maliciousness?
事情が事情ですし、そのあたりは目をつぶります。ですが、すぐに言ってくれなかったのは納得がいきません。
But you would have been mad at me, right?
そんなことありません。ともかくですね、せめて相談くらいしてくれてもと思うんです。
You surely wasn't sure about that.
最近手をつないだりくっついたりするのを妙に避けるから嫌われたかと思ったんですよ。
Crap. Sorry. How did you notice? You have to say it out loud. She seems to have guessed what I'm thinking about just by looking at my face. Another sigh escapes her mouth. It's the third one today. Didn't think she does. I think she's disappointed.
So-
Yet.
それでどれくらいですか？
Puts her hands in front of her chest, twiddling her fingers as she asks. What'd you just say? Can't seem to process it for some reason.
だからたくみくんはどれくらいしたいのかと聞いているんです。
How often do I want to do? What?
どうしてこういう時だけ察しが悪いんですか？
I'm in a
私が聞いているのはどの程度エッチをしたいのかと聞いているんです。
Huh? But does that mean you're really?
一度してしまったんですから二度も三度も同じようなものです。
Wait a second. Why does it sound like I'm the one who needs convincing here?
それに変に我慢させてまた避けられるのも嫌ですし、だからたくみくんがどの程度エッチをしたいのかを教えてもらえませんか？
A lot?
いっぱいってもしかして毎月ですか？
Daily basis.
一時違いで大違いですね。とにかく毎日なんて無理です。危ない日とか女の子の日とかありますし。
Then we can skip over that time.
ダメです。月に一度で我慢してください。
Not exactly ideal, but it sure beats the alternative.
それでですね、エッチは月に一度として、それ以外は口でというのはどうでしょう。
Excuse me?
だからあまり我慢ばかりさせても申し訳ありませんし、先日のように口でするだけなら。
Thank you, Kaede. Struggle to suppress a chuckle as I thank her for the compromise. I have one question.
はい。
Can we have sex today?
ダメです。もうそろそろ夕方になるので、いつお父様たちが帰ってくるかわかりま
I
せ
say.
ん。ですが、口でなら。
Are you sure?
ダメだったら自分から言い出したりしません。
Whoops, duh. But there's still one problem left. We have to wake it up first. Glad of a crotch. While I was confessing my sins to Kaede and then cleansing my memory of all transgressions.
キス をしたら大きくなるんですよね。そのおちんちん。
Only meant that one. Huh? Yeah,
わ
thanks.
かりました。では
Kaede caresses my cheek, closes her eyes, and brings her very close to mine. I can feel her warm, soft lips as we touch, but she doesn't stop there. Tongue. Descriptions I shouldn't be fucking reading out loud in a fucking YouTube video. The sun is awake.
本当にキス
This is not a normal kiss. Don't kiss like that. With her eyes towards the bookshelves for manga.
ずっと買ってる漫画でそういうシーンが何度かあったので
Manga these days sure are daring.
それではしますね。
Wait, actually I have a request. Stop telling her in detail what I want her to do. Kaede seems taken aback a little, but eventually she slowly nods. I have an idea. It's gonna be boob job. It is boob job. See you after the sex scene. Oh, I was about to just skip through this scene because they were about to predictably not leave it at just the 1H scene, but immediately go into the serious seggers. And that exact moment I hear the sound of the front door opening, then a feminine voice. Kaede says, "It's my mother." What's with this timing? This is the worst. Though actually, it would have been even worse if her mom had returned 5 minutes later. Guess we dodged a bullet there. Good timing, even. We have no choice but to resume our studies. Nonetheless, thoughts of sex continue to swirl in my mind. Text I'm tracing when my eyes no longer makes any sense. Even after 15 minutes, the blood still isn't returning to my brain. However, seems that I'm not the only one. Kaede has been changing her posture again and again, which is clearly odd and bothered. Hasn't made any progress on her paper either. Kaede, should we call it today? Don't think we're going to get any studying done like this.
そうですね。私も夕方のお勤めが
From the look on her face, she must have realized something. Kaede?
いえ、何でもありません。それではお見送りしますので、着替えるまで外で待っていていただけませんか？
Are you sure you don't need my help?
もともとは私一人でやっていたことですし。
After Kaede returned, I offered her my help to no avail. Alright then, guess I'll go home now and let you do your job. As always, we kiss goodbye under the setting sun. But there's something different this time. Some sensation within his penis! Fresh, something akin to an itch. Can we pick up where we left off another day?
はい。月に1回という約束ですしね。
Okay then, see you. So I can finish.
待ってください。まだ時間はありますか？
Yeah, I'm free.
でしたら
She takes my hand and whispers.
お社の中へ入りませんか？
Do you mean?
声が大きいです。
Sorry, but are you sure? She bashfully casts her eyes down for a moment before guiding my hand into her shrine. Okay. Yeah, no. None of those are readable.
こんなことを言うのははしたないと分かっています。エッチをしたいんだからこの前
This is sacred ground! They done fucking... Several days have passed since we took our finals, and the majority of us made it out unscathed, aside from a few who shall not be named. Kaede and I are spending our lunchtime in the club room alone. It's been a habit of ours ever since we spiced up our relationship. Speaking of spicing things up,
はい、たくみくん、今日のです。
Kaede cheerfully hands me a square cloth-wrapped box. Obviously, the lunchbox just for me. The greatest benefit to having a girlfriend like Kaede is truly the homemade food. Thank you, Kaede. Let's dig in. Quickly open the cover and immediately freeze on the spot. Reveal again.
たくみくんが好きって言ってたから。
She has an agenda. Yes, I did. That doesn't mean I want to eat the same thing every single day. Side dishes are the same as well, and when she's been altering the recipe, the same ingredients reappear over and over again. Japanese mountain yam, okra, ginger, etc. Maybe they're all she knows how to cook. All their own tasty and perfect for a stamina boost. I guess it doesn't matter. Don't tell her. I've connected a few dots, but I let it pass. Focus on enjoying the meal. It's amazing as always, Kaede.
お粗末様でした。
By the way, can I say a word about the food?
あら、何か失敗したものでもありました？
Why do you keep using ingredients that are known for energy boosting properties?
それは、スーパーで安売りが買いすぎて気のせいで。
Honestly, it's painful to watch you like this. You know what, Kaede? I was the one who made a vow to always be honest, but is it too much to ask the same of you?
ああ、
It's been a week since we last did it. And I'm overflowing with energy thanks to the stuff you've been feeding me. That's all I'm going to say, so please figure out the rest.
たくみくん、ずるいです。
Bitch, you want to talk about fair? Like, yes, once a month. Anyway, here's the food that in visual novel land make you horny. Haven't you been playing a little unfair? You've been waiting for me to reach my limit and make a move, haven't you?
うん、
Your silence speaks
た
volumes.
くみくんの意地悪。
Has to be the ass they got turned down, remember? So what I'm trying to say is simple. Ask and you shall receive.
たくみくんは、はしたない女の子は嫌い？
Of course not. I love it when you're down to earth and I love it when you're passionate like this too. Motherfucker! Instant! Not a fucking second of hesitation! Bitch! Come on! Have a little bit of hesitation. He literally just said that he likes it when you get passionate. You immediately bounce on it. Come on. Give me a fucking forewarning. God. They done fucking. They almost did. They also almost got caught, but that's beside the point right now. I'm still mad that I have to censor now. Fuck you. Winter has come to Suminoi. As the days pass, the temperature continues to drop, signaling the imminent conclusion of the second term of the school year. But seasons mean nothing to us. Kaede and I continue to bring the heat. To us, summer never ends. Jesus Christ, not again! Actual fucking animals in heat. Jesus Christ. He sneezes.
大丈
And
夫？
she's naked,
た
so I
くみく
can't
ん。
open the fucking sensitive. Are you alright, Takumi? Kaede says. I'm fine, just a tad chilly. We're lying on the bed naked as a pair of jaybirds. The warmth of our lovemaking rapidly dissipates as the winter chill and the bite of the cold jolts us back to
そ
reality.
れなら、
I
こう
took
し
to
てく
warm
っ
you
つけ
right
ば、
back up,
あた
Kaede says. That Kaede rolls over to cuddle. Super snug indeed, but you're making me horny again. How about we put on some clothes?
そうで
That
すね。
might not be a bad idea.
そろそろ
My
お
mother
母
should be
様も
back from
買い
her
物
shopping
から
any
帰っ
time
てく
now,
る。
Kaede says. Well, there's always next
え
time. Of course, Kaede says. As long as you pick up the clothes I've scattered across the bed and put them on. Ah, there we go. She's wearing shit now. Whoops. Cozy winter clothes, too. Something wrong.
雪です。
Follow her gaze, and sure enough, there's snow flittering down from the sky. I wonder if it's freezing in here. Oh, by the way, so I don't know why I waited until now to talk about it since I mentioned I finished Past and Present Rediscovered. That's the reason why there wasn't a fucking recording yesterday. I completely zoned the fuck out after picking up the mini fridge and the shelf. Like, I fucking completely zoned the fuck out and proceeded to grind to level 99. So now I was sitting there like, well, this quest is aimed at level 75. Whoops. Yeah, it turns out there was like a really effective grinding, like straight in Tokoro Cave. Like after you reach a certain level, it's just really consistent XP, I mean. And it does have a high chance of spawning like the little daikon enemies that are essentially the liquid slimes of the game. So I just zoned the fuck out. It suddenly was like midnight. No, it's freezing in here. That was a pretty sight around, a pretty rare sight around here. Jesus Christ. Probably won't stick around for long though.
どうでしょう。
We address home the fact that it's midwinter. Speaking of which, Kaede, do you want to go out with me somewhere on the Christmas Eve? Kaede?
行きます。クリスマス行きます。
Kaede shakes her head up and down in sheer desperation. Time to have a little fun. Suppose we can go watch a lion dance or kabuki for a night of culture.
どういう意味ですか？
She pulls my cheeks.
もう、たくみくんが変なことを言うからです。それはともかくとして。
She lets me go and goes back to gazing outside the window.
楽しみですね。クリスマス。
Yeah, same. Oh, but it'll snow on Christmas Eve as well, as long as it doesn't pile up.
そうなればいいなと思います。
Her hands find each other and our fingers intertwine as we gaze into the night sky in search of snowflakes. The warmth of her touch seemed to linger long past our parting. The final episode, Holy Night. I think I need to check how long the final episode was on... Hello, welcome back to what? My name's Ethan. Hello, back to... There we go. The actual final episode started around here. I should probably try to finish it now. Monday comes again. As soon as classes are over, we habitually gather inside the club room. Just another day of screwing around. Devoting the prime of our youth to club activities. When this guy and she only leave the room, Cotton turns.
重木。わわわのために、これよりそなたの有限の時を捧げるがよいの。
What for? You're gonna make me do your dirty work.
間違ってはおらぬが、人聞きの悪い言い方。なになに？私に黙って何の話をした？
ター君の恥ずかしい秘密暴露大会？それは面白そうだ。しかし、残念ながら私にはストックがないので。はーい。じゃあ私が一番。
じゃあ私は鳥で修学旅行中に見た匠の恥ずかしいところイン。
Whoa, how exactly does this count as club activities? Don't expose other people's secrets.
ドキドキ。
Stop looking so excited and just tell me what you want, Cotton.
わわわのデモニックオラクルを受けたければ、重木の追走という煮えが必要なのだ。
No, thank you.
致し方ない。姉御様が戻られる前に聞かねばならぬしな。
Then ask quickly, please. Must be something important if you don't want Kaede.
昨日、いや、一昨日か。姉御様と何かあったのであろう。
Uh-oh. The day before yesterday, it was snowing that day. Can't believe it's come to this, but there's a chance Kaede heard me and Kaede doing it.
やはりあったのだな。
What could possibly have happened?
見事な棒読みだね。
露骨にごまかそうとしてるってことは何か人に言えないことをしたってわけ？ついに私の匠が白里先輩と恋人としての最後の一線を越えて。
We just promised to go on a date.
なんだ。
Don't call me yours.
ちー。
We've already crossed the line more times than I can remember.
ところで、カリー様が何か気になるようなことが白里先輩にあったのかい？
めったに見ないほどの上機嫌で、昨日は姉御様が自ら赤飯を炊いておったのだ。お赤飯ってことは何かお祝い事？わかった。
If you say what you're thinking, I'm gonna call you a smelly old man from now on.
何を言いたかったのかわからなくなった。
Smart move, baby.
デートの約束でお赤飯というのもなんだか妙な話ではあるな。
Well, that's the only thing I could think of. Am I lying? Obviously. But it's not like I'm lying to Kaede, so it's all good. Not to mention, if I were to tell our friends about how we get up in the bed, about what we get up to in the bedroom, it'd be no different than self-flagellation. Yep, perfect excuse.
でもデートでお赤飯を炊くってことはないよね。
何か特別なデートでもするのかい？あ、まさか一戦超えの
Silence. Bestow Miyabi a full power bonk to the head.
15のダメージ。みやびを倒した。みやびは起き上がって恋人にして欲しそうに匠を見ている。恋人にしますか？
No.
そんなひどい。恋人にしますか？
I don't know if the day is important to her or something, but it's gonna be on Christmas Eve.
ちょっと匠、最後まで付き合ってよ。
You were gonna ask again and again until I said yes, weren't you?
それが様式美。
Anyway, besides that, I can't think of anything
お
else.
そらくはそれで合っているのだろう。そうなの？我が家が神道であるのは皆が存じていることではあろうが、故にホーリーナイトを祝うなどというざれ言は当然行われるわけもなく、無論厳格なる父君へたまにはそれらしい日を過ごしてみたいと言えることもなく。
Are you saying that Kaede has never had the true Christmas experience and that's why she's looking forward to her date so much?
何年か前に姉御様とクリスマス近くに買い物へ出た際、いいなぁと。
確定だな、匠。責任重大だろうが頑張りたまえ。
That said, Matsuri taps my shoulder.
そうだね。一生の思い出に残るくらいのデートにしてあげないとだね、たくん。
Okay. Looks like the pressure's on.
重木なら大丈夫だ。
そうだな、匠なら心配ない。まあ不本意ながら応援してるからね、匠。
思いっきりロマンチックに過ごすんだよ、たくん。
Now the pressure's crushing me to death.
あら、何を騒いでいるんですか？
Kachika's in the act, Kaede and Shiona have made their timely return.
匠が私に乱暴したの。
Asking for more, yeah.
何よ、間違ってないでしょ。
I'm not owning up to the bonk on the head, but you're making it sound like it did way worse.
何があったのか、だいたい分かった気がします。
Kaede lets out a sigh and Shiona smiles wryly. Yes! Looks like I managed to save my ass. Well, Kaede isn't looking this way, whispering to Miyabi's ear. Nice job backing me up, Miyabi.
お礼はキスでいいわよ。
You really want it, don't you? Clench my fist and pull it back as if drawing a bow. Tired acquired.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
He just fucking starts Falcon Punch charging up. Even if Warlock Punch is better. And I will not accept argument here. It is literally just Falcon Punch, but like with super armor. It's just better. I don't know why I have like this weird discoloration on my skin. Oh well. The days are so short in the winter. It's just 2 hours of fooling around at school. After just 2 hours of fooling around after school, the sun has almost set at the horizon. Today we're hanging around the shopping street after Miyabi's suggestion. The streets are adorned with Christmas decorations in anticipation of the big day this weekend. So I say, but it's been like this for the last 2 months.
ねえねえ、匠。これからお店へいくつか寄るけど、あえて白里先輩の近くにいないようにするのよ。
Why?
察しが悪いわね。
Maybe shrugs and shakes her head in disbelief.
私たちがこれかわいい、あれかわいい、ピアノといえばかわいいってな感じで白里先輩に振るからこっそり聞いてなさいよ。
What's that
ステ
for?
マ
What are you trying to say?
とにかく耳の穴ガタガタ言わせながら聞いてなさいよね。それで白里先輩の欲しがりそうなものをリサーチしてクリスマスプレゼントにするのよ。
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to give her a gift for Christmas.
略してクラッカーよ。
Do I need a party popper want to give her the gift?
たまに匠が私と同い年だって思えなくなるわ。
Please. Can't just steal my lines and call it a day. So, this is why you brought us all the way out to shopping this week.
まあね。
Thanks, Mika.
どういたしまして。惚れるなよ。
Don't worry, I won't. Share the same banter as usual. Today, though, I'm filled with gratitude. People are looking out for me in her own way.
みやびさん、まずはあのお店に入ろうってことになりました。
ようか
たくみさん、頑張ってください。私たちもうまく話を触れるよう頑張りますから。
Looks like even Shiona's in the loop this time. Yeah, thank you, Shiona. Okay, now I perk up my ears and enter spy mode.
こういうのはどう、お姉ちゃん。そうね。でもカリンのお部屋にはこっちの色合いが合ってないかしら。そうじゃなくて、お姉ちゃんはどうなの？私は似たようなものを持っているからね。かっくり。白里先輩、こんなのどうでしょうか？あら、塩根さんはこういうデザインのものが好みなんですか？いえ、私はこういったものはちょっと。では、どうしてそれを手に取ったんです？
After Karin and Shiona, even music and immediately have been resoundingly defeated.
やれやれ、意外と強敵だね。逆に私へ合いそうなものを見繕われてしまったよ。
中木、すまぬ。わわわはまたしても敗北を喫してしまった。
Wow, wow, wow. Is he always on the losing side? Losing end, though?
さすがは姉御様だ。わわわたち総がかりでも己の欲する心を悟らせぬとは。
Maybe she just doesn't want anything. Maybe she just doesn't have anything that she wants.
そんなことはない。
He's so fired up it almost catches me off guard.
姉御様は己の心を隠すことがうまいのだ。いつもわわわやこの混沌なる闇たるわわわを世に召喚せし者たちのことばかりを優先しておる。
There's a sad twinkle in her eyes. It's no wonder she's never asked to spend Christmas like anyone else, huh? In the end, despite our efforts window shopping until the sun had clearly set, we still couldn't figure out what to get her for Christmas. What am I supposed to do now? 30 minutes before midnight. Just after I text Kaede good night, there's a knock on my door.
たくみさん、ちょっといいですか？
Yeah, come on
そ
in.
れでは。
The door knob turns and the door opens. However, Shiona doesn't show any signs of coming in. Why are you standing there?
白里先輩に申し訳ないからここで。
Kaede, why?
こんな時間に女の子と二人きりになるのはよろしくないと思いまして。
Ah! It's very like her to be so thoughtful. It's okay, you may be a girl, but we all consider you family here. Shiona has been living here for half a year. She's become an important part of our family, both the mom and me.
何気にぐさっとくる一言です。
From how happy it makes you?
嬉しい表現がどうしてぐさんなんですか？
People cry from happiness all the time, don't they?
私にはたくみさんの思考がわかりません。
Well, come on in, you're gonna catch a cold out there. Grasp her hand and pull her inside my room. Okay, your hand is really cold. Shouldn't have stood in the corridor that long. The chilly air seems to have gotten to her.
大丈夫です。ちょっとズキズキとしてます。
She touches her hand. Sorry, must have gripped you too hard there.
さっき部屋を出るときに小指をドアにぶつけたもので。
Oh, that smarts. Alright. Wait here. I'll get some more for you.
お構いなく。
I'm already out of the room before she finishes the sentence, and I return with a warm glass of milk in hand. There you go.
ありがとうございます。
She blows on the milk to cool it off and starts taking little
温
sips.
かいです。ありがとうございます。たくみさん、
You're welcome.
なんだか初めて会った頃を思い出しますね。
Yeah, back then I had no idea we'd be living together like that.
はい。
Feeling better now? Then can you tell me what you want to talk about now?
実は夕方の件についてなんですが、白里先輩の欲しいものって結局わからなかったじゃないですか。そのことでいろいろと考えていたんですけど、私なりの答えが出たので。
Figured it out?
わかりません。
Say,
ごめんなさい。
to be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. Nah, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go on.
はい。もしですよ。あくまで例えばの話ですからね。
Sigma not Chiona continues.
私がたくみさんの彼女だったとしてという過程でお話ししますね。
Whoa.
だから例えばの話。
Fine, and not sure what the sigh means, but
もしですよ、私が匠さんの彼女でプレゼントをもらうことになるとしますよね。どんなものが欲しいかと言われると何でもいいんです。記念になるような形の残るものだったらきっと何をもらっても嬉しいだろうなって。だから白里先輩も同じじゃないかなと。
see. So I understand what she's trying to say. If I could receive something from Kaede, I'd be delighted with anything that would remind me of our time together. Thank you, Shinny. I think I know what to do
ど
now.
ういたしましてって。それじゃそろそろ部屋に戻りますね。
Yeah, wouldn't want to catch a cold.
はい、おやすみなさい、匠さん。
With the door closed, her footsteps fade into the distance. Memento, huh? Both enlightened and equally clueless. I'll try to figure something out later. And the opportunity has arrived much sooner than I expected. Only a day has passed and Kaede has just shown up at the club room. Going home right away today.
ええ、昨日は商店街に寄ったからお勤めをサボってしまったでしょ。だから今日は早く帰って昨日の分までお掃除をしたいと思いまして。
The duty she speaks of isn't actually a duty at all. Her father, the head priest, never forces it upon her, but she keeps doing it every day. The thought of leaving a day's work undone must be too much for her conscience to bear. In that case, let me have.
うん。
Yeah, you suddenly
匠、今日は私たちとボードゲームで勝負って話はどうしたのよ。
すみません、白里先輩。休み時間にみんなでやろうって盛り上がっちゃって。だから申し訳ありませんが、今日は匠さんを貸してもらえませんか？そういうことなら仕方ないですね。
Huh? What?
ありがとうございます。いつも独り占めをしているんですし、たまにはね。
So don't question me has no say in this at all.
それでは匠くん、また明日。くれぐれも私がいないからといって羽目を外したらダメですよ。
Yes, ma'am. With the door firmly shut upon Kaede's exit, I swung it around, utterly confused. What if I get about plans we made?
していません。
Guess it's my turn, Shione. I can't comprehend your thought process.
私の方こそこの千載一遇のチャンスを自ら潰そうとする匠さんが分かりません。
私もしおねちゃん派。
私もしおねちゃん派。わわわもしおねさん派だ。
私はキノコ派だね。
タケノコ派です。
タケノコ派は常識だよ。
タケノコ派かな。タケノコ派に決まっておろう。
なんということだ。
I guess common sense prevails yet again, huh? What the hell are we talking about?
プレゼントを買いに行くチャンスをみすみす逃そうとしたおバカな匠を糾弾する話。
Oh, him. Wait, who are you calling an idiot? Alas, everyone's pointing at me. Okay, you're so totally right. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
あの場で言ったらバレてしまいましたから。
Ain't that the truth?
さて、話もまとまったことだし、早速買い物へ行こうじゃないか。
あ、ちょっと待って。実は私この後補習があるの。
ごめん、私も今日は都合悪いんだよね。
わわわも水香さんと同様、マナとは対照的な科学の真髄に手を染め、さらなる研鑽を積まねばならぬ。姉御様にはわわわが赤き文字列を手にしたことは秘密じゃぞ。
So, in other words, she failed a test and has to do supplementary classes. How about you, Shione?
私は大丈夫です。
It's only Shione and Matsuri, huh? Sorry, but could you two come with?
申し訳ない。私もルチアから頼まれ事を受けていてな。
The master's taking orders from the maid now. It's only Shione's free. Shione, will you go with me?
しおねちゃん、無理しなくてもいいんだよ。いえ、私頑張ります。そっか。くれぐれも無 茶だけはしないようにね。はい。
Ah, please, we're only going on a little shopping trip. So I ended up going out with Shione alone somehow. Mizuka, Kata, and Miyabi have left the room. Let's go, Shione.
はい。
Be urged by talk to me, I have no choice but to gather my belongings and follow after
塩
them.
根さん、少しだけいいか？
Does I leave the club room? I'm stuck by
なん
Matsuri.
でしょう。
What's wrong,
すま
Shione?
ないが、匠は先に行ってるか、ここで待っていてくれないか？塩根さんは少々催し物があって、時間をいただきたいそうだ。
Kind of
深
business.
く考えるな。乙女にとっては言いづらいことだ。
What? Business? Business. Ah, so I need to use the toilet. I didn't just say so earlier. I guess I'll just go and I'll go just in case too. Okay, Shiona, let's meet up by the staircase. Keep watching as Takumi heads towards the men's room with somewhat hurried steps. It's only after he turns a corner and no longer in sight that I come to my senses.
まつりさん、どうしてトイレに行くことになってるんですか？
男子には秘密の会話をする際、一番手っ取り早くかつ説得力のある理由だからだよ。
秘密の会話ですか？
ああ、何しろ君のことであり匠のことでもあるからな。
When it comes to me and Takumi, there's only one thing it could be. Feeling.
君自身分かっているのだろう。このままでは不毛でありとても辛いということに。水香さんは自分の気持ちを諦め幼なじみであり続けることを選んだ。かりんさんは自分の気持ちよりもお姉さんを大切にすることを選んだ。私は自分の気持ちにけじめをつけるために玉砕を選んだ。それぞれがそれぞれなりに匠への気持ちの決着をつけているが、君だけだよ。まだ選んでいないのは。
Words cut like a knife. The truth hurts. Like he said, I've yet to move on. That's why it hurt so badly last night when he called me
誰より
family.
も近くにいて、その思いを隠したまま匠と接し続けるつもりかい？
それは。
めったにない機会だ。君なりに決着をつけるもよし、これからも抱え続けるもよし、君なりにけじめをつけてくるのはどうかな。
まつりさん。
無理にとは言わないよ。けじめをつけるつもりがないのなら、私も買い物に付き合おう。
それじゃ頼まれご。
メイドが主人に頼み事をすると思うかい？まあ、たまにあるが。
Can't help but falter. Really enjoying my life right now. Living with the Chichiri family, working on a mermaid. The kindness fills me with warmth. Found a place where I belong. However, as long as I hold on to these feelings, pain will never cease. Wonder in silence for a while longer. All 5 minutes. Perhaps. During that whole time, Matsuri had waited with unwavering
ま
patience.
つりさんは特に用事がないんですよね。
ああ、先ほども言ったが、ルチアの件は嘘だ。まあ、匠には頼まれ事はなくなった。
そうじゃありません。
塩根さん？
私、けじめをつけてきたいと思います。
けしかけた私が言うことではないが、無理には選ばなくてもいいのだよ。
いえ、いつまでもこのままじゃダメなのは分かっていますから、きっと落ち込むだろうけど、その先へ、前へ進むためにも、だから匠さんに振られてきます。ただ、さっきも言ったように、私は泣き虫だから、きっと泣いてしまいます。
Matsuri may have gotten over it by herself, but I don't think I can. It's an impossible feat
だ
for
か
me.
ら、
私は近くで待機しているとしよう。終わったら連絡してくれ。
She already guessed what I was about to say.
ありがとうございます。
構わないよ。それより塩根さん、頑張ってくれ。
はい、行ってきます。
That's absolutely the right choice to go Shione last. I arrived at the staircase and noticed Takumi had been waiting for me.
お待たせしました、匠さん。
took your time.
違います。匠さんの考えてるようなことじゃありません。
I'm not imagining anything, though.
まつりさんとクリスマスの予定を話していたんです。
He has plans for Christmas. Not making anything up. We do in fact have plans for
匠
Christmas.
さんたちはデートですから、遊泳部の皆さんでカラオケでもしようって話をしていたんです。
Oh, huh. Karaoke. Oh, shame. I miss out on your singing. Sound like a broken record, but your singing voice is so beautiful. My heart throbs. Muddied sludge rushes through me. Happiness embarrasses my bones.
またの機会にしましょう。
Push it all down and muster a reply. Can't waver here. This pain is nothing compared to what's yet to come. For I have no intention of running away. Because if I do, I'll be stuck in this agonizing limbo for an eternity, unable to move on forward. Just yesterday I could walk by his side like this, and my heart would dance with delight every time our shoulders touched. The fact that he already belonged to someone else didn't matter to me. But today's different. There are no butterflies in my tummy. I'm not walking on air. All I feel is the weight in the pit of my stomach that sinks deeper with every step I take. Still, I mustn't waver. It'll all be over in an instant, and I'll cry it out later.
どんなものをプレゼントするかは決めたんですか？
Kind of. One can serve as a memento, right? Giving up some thought. Let me share his idea.
それすごくいいと思います。白里先輩も喜んでくれますよ。絶対に。
Yeah, I hope. I sure hope so. Smiles bring me that. So earnestness that it breaks my
可愛
heart.
いのを見つけましょうね。匠さん、
Absolutely, I'm counting on your keen eyes, Yona.
任せてください。
Stroll through the aisles of a home goods shop. You know how we look in the eyes of passers-by. The young couple, perhaps. If that's the case, I feel a bit guilty for having deceived them. So close, yet so far away from each other. They're like two parallel lines stretching infinitely, yet destined to never intersect.
この2つのどちらかで決定ですね。
After hopping around to several stores, we finally stumbled upon a pair of high potential candidates. Takumi has decided to give his girlfriend a mirror. A must-have for girls, something she can use on a daily basis. What do you think is better? Simply a cool question. The one I pick won't belong to me. She Chisato will hold this every day and think of it. So my smile doesn't falter. Pointed the mirror on my right.
私の好みはこちらですけど、匠さん自身はどちらがいいと思うんですか？
Me.
はい。最後は私の意見ではなく、匠さん自身で選んだ方がいいと思います。
Let's see, alright. Sorry, Serenade, but I'm going with this one. He has no idea, does he? How relieved I am to hear his
謝
decision.
らなくていいですよ。匠さんがいいと思って選んだものが一番ですから。
Thank you, Sheena. I'm gonna go pay for it. That said, he walks over to the cash sheet. All he does is simply stare through the products on the shelves as I wait. Alright, that's a wrap. Let's go on.
はい。
It's time. So I do what I must. So I set myself free. Try to think of the ideal place to tell my feelings. For no apparent reason, I feel it's better to pick up a location not far from home. Sheena, thank you for coming with me today.
大したことではないですから。
Really appreciate it. And please have this. Takumi shows me a paper bag. It's unexpected, I can't help but stand there astounded. It's the mirror from earlier. Bought both of them since you said you liked this one. If there exists a god in this world, there must be one devoid of mercy! This entire scene is handcrafted for those people that went for Shiona's route first, to cause them the most amount of mental and emotional damage possible. Because this man with the kindest heart will forever be just out of reach. You don't want it?
そんなことありません。とても嬉しいです。
Man trembles as I take the mirror. I won't make it. No matter how hard I try, I simply can't endure it longer enough to bring us to where I intended. Okay, let's go. Shuna?
ですね。実は先ほど、匠さんがレジに行ってる間に、友達からメールがありましてですね。近くで遊んでいるから、私も来ないかと誘われまして。
Alrighty. So back at home then later.
はい。
See you later, Shiona. I know he's leaving. Just stop him. I'm so mixed up right now that I don't think I can convey my feelings properly. Break out in tears the moment I open my mouth. I have no other choice but to watch him walk away. Or do I? I really have no choice. I'm promising myself that I'd face it head on. No.
Takumi-san!
Yeah? Maybe my voice, he stops his feet and turns around. What's wrong? Words refuse to come out. I have to tell him. Don't give up. Don't give up now.
好きです。私、匠さんが好きです。
Shiona.
白里先輩も好きです。だからお二人には絶対に幸せになってほしいです。だからずっと応援しています。プレゼント喜んでもらえるといいですね。
Ah, that'd be awesome. Thank you for this, Shiona. And overdose, Shiona. You're family to me. Saying over the heart, this pure ever blessed me with a smile so tender and words so kind. The longer I gaze at the man in front of me, the more I'm convinced. I truly, truly love him. Hold my hand on my chest to stop the tears from flowing. Instead, I smile.
ダメですよ。好きって言葉は白里先輩以外に言ってはいけません。
Ah, you're
は
right.
い。それではお夕飯までには戻りますね。
Okay, take care, Shiona. It's done. There's no reason to stop him anymore. In the end, the decision I settled on was to completely give up, but to keep carrying these feelings, supporting both of them from afar. I'm sure there will be many pains and sorrows awaiting me, but someday when I reflect on these feelings, I'll smile and hold them dear as precious treasures from my youth. That I'm certain.
まつりさんに連絡しないと。
Looked at my phone and tried to find her name, but my vision is so blurry that nothing on the screen makes any sense to
ま
me.
だダメです。まつりさんに待っていてもらっているのに。
I have to let her know, and yet they fall one by one onto my phone screen. Tears as steady as rain. No matter how much I rub my eyes, the tears flow on and on.
塩根さん。まつりさん。
With the orange glow of the sunset at her back, Matsuri calls out.
上のモスドバーガーにいてね。お疲れ様。君なりの答えが出たようだね。だが、胸を貸そうか。はい。はい。
Must have no shame. Crying like a child by being embraced by a girl my age in the middle of the street. The tears flow endlessly. I'll never forget this pain. It'll forever be etched into my heart, along with the kindness of my dear friend who stroked my hair until my tears ran dry.
A 30分ですね。
Time flies and it's such Christmas Eve is nearly upon us. To be precise, it's mere minutes away. I'll be a new woman tomorrow. On that celebrated day, Takumi and I had a date planned. Truth be told, I've been keeping a secret from him. Never experienced a proper Christmas in my life. It's only natural, I suppose, being born into a Shinto family with a strict father. Yet I still yearned, even if it were just a single day of a single year of my entire life, to indulge in the festivities every other girl gets to experience. Tomorrow, my wish comes true. Not only have my prayers been answered, but I expect this to be the highlight of my time on this earth. For I am to spend this miracle with the love of my life. I feel like a little girl bursting with excitement. The feeling has only grown as the day draws ever nearer. If there's one matter I'm worried about.
大丈夫ですよね。
Cast my eyes down at the gift bag on the floor and ask myself the same question for the 100th time. Inside there's a scarf I've knitted as a present. I do have confidence in my work. I can't help but wonder if he might see me as clingy or overbearing.
たくみくんなら大丈夫ですよね。
I'm sure he'll like it. As I imagine his delighted innocent smile, I can't help but break into one
早
myself.
く明日にならないですかね。
Gazing at the clock doesn't seem to help at all. Tick tock, tick tock. The second hand remains steady and indifferent to my restlessness.
そろそろたくみくんは寝ているかしら。
Make it a point not to bother him after 11 at night. Even if he's still awake, it may affect his sleep if it takes
我
him
慢
down.
我慢。私ももう寝ないといけませんね。
To be honest, it's already past my usual bedtime. It's as if a part of me has risen from a deep slumber. How could I possibly go to sleep when I'm so wide awake?
まるで子供ですね。
I'm tempted to watch the clock strike midnight, but terrified that I may oversleep and make it late.
寝ましょ
Turn the light off, it's crawling
う。
to
お
my
やす
bed.
みなさい。たくみくん。
Finally closing my eyes, I let sleep carry me on my way. Sick. See, thanks for letting me know, Kaden. It's Christmas Eve. Just as I was about to leave the house, my phone had rung. This is like the first time we had this view of the fucking house. Like, it's usually just like as if we were standing like here at this door, I guess. Much to my surprise, it hadn't been Kaede, but a little sister. She called to let me know that Kaede wasn't feeling well. Apparently Kaede has been feeling dizzy ever since she woke up red as a tomato with a fever of over 38 Celsius.
白里先輩がどうかしたんですか？
She got a cold.
それでは今日のデートは
Cancelled. Yeah, she has a fever and everything.
そうですか。
She won't be at school today, so I'm thinking of stopping by her place after
と
work.
白里先輩も喜ぶと思いますよ。
Yeah, hopefully it'll cheer her up. Hopefully, I'm not really. I'm really not so sure though. Principal's speeches go on and on and on. Needless to say, no one's remotely interested in listening to his wise words. With the break, we'll start right after this closing ceremony is over. To top it off, today is Christmas Eve. You can hear voices coming from every direction. All the students are talking amongst themselves about their plans for the special day. In other words, it's business as usual with these kinds of functions. For me, the sight of rings hollow. The excitement rings hollow. My significant other isn't here among the crowd. She's probably sleeping right now. I met with Kaden earlier. I'd asked her how Kaede is doing. As soon as it's all over, I'm going to sprint to her house. Finally, with the ceremony concluded, our papers from homeroom in hand, winter break has begun. All coming with me. For some reason, the whole gang has showed up at the bottom of the staircase where Kaden promised to meet with me.
私も白里先輩が心配ですし、私もだよ。
ほら、白里先輩がいないと張り合いない
Feeling
し。
very beige, everyone, huh?
せっかくのクリスマスだ。
Very beige.
触らない程度に賑やかな方がいいと思ってね。おっと、きちんと二人きりになれる時間は用意するつもりだから。
Sheesh, whatever. Ah, but when are you guys going to Kaede-Route?
かりんちゃんがいませんので、みんなで話して延期にしたんです。このワワは武士の情けが目にしみるぞ。
What? Her coat specifically is like uber form-fitting. I don't think anyone else's was that form-fitting.
おっと、きちんと二人きりになれる時間は用意するつもりだから安心してくれ。
私もだよ。
They still also look normal,
What?
and then it's just fucking Kaden.
このワワは武士。
Jesus. Samurai, yeah, that's a new one. Anyway, I appreciate it. We're really happy to see all of you.
残念でしたね。とても楽しみのようでしたし、あれほど慶長不白の姉御様を見受けるのは久方ぶりだったのじゃが。
I mean, the thing you mentioned about Kaede getting a fever whenever she's overly excited,
お
right?
そらくは。
そういえば匠、プレゼントはどうするの？
Put it with me here. Tap on my school
ちなみにプレゼントで鏡を贈るのはタブーとの話があるね。
bag. What?
割れる。つまりは関係の終わりを連想させるためらしい。
Are you serious?
ですが、匠さんが一生懸命考えた上で選んだものだから。
私もそう思うね。
If that's what you think, then why'd you bring this up in the first
匠
place?
が陰々滅滅たる面持ちをしていたのでね。
Yeah, you did shift the mood straight into depression.
ちなみに私は憂鬱という漢字をかける。
Wow, I'm impressed. You're so smart.
まあでもまつりちゃんのおかげで大声出して多少は気持ちが楽になったんじゃない？
I hate that I can't deny it.
ねえたーくん、今の鏡の話で思ったんだけどね。
Oh, thanks for the reminder. You owe me $1.
もし鏡が割れたとしても新しいのを送り直せばいいんじゃない？
Ah, so true. Yachters always saves the day, music.
どういたしまして。
It's often said that the end doesn't justify the means, but Matsuri did help lift the mood. After that, we had a great time discussing what club activities we'd like to do during the winter break all the way up to our arrival at Awashiro Shrine.
母君によると、先ほど海と大地の恵みを融合した思いを吸収したばかりで、おそらくは未だ覚醒の領域にあるようだ。
Karen took it upon herself to ask her mother about Kaede's condition. Let's go to her room then.
お姉ちゃん、匠さんたちがお見舞いに来たよ。
Kaede knocks on the door and announces our presence before turning the doorknob. Kaede, we're coming in.
こんにちは、白里先輩。
Shun and the others followed behind and entered the room. Kaede's still lying on her bed with a blanket covering up to her head.
すみません。今日はずっと寝ていたので、身だしなみを整えていなくて。
Right. This probably isn't the first time a fucking notification's come on, but this is the first I fucking noticed it. The ladies, including our resident honorary lady, not a mutual misunderstanding. Jeez, that should be the least of your concerns right now.
匠さん、それはないです。たーくん、普通気にするよ。
匠、さすがの私もその発言はどうかと思う。
十分。匠さん。
匠。
Whole world's an enemy now, I guess.
体調はどうですか？頭がぼーっとしていますが、薬が少し効いてきたのかもしれません。
それなら早めに退出するのが吉ということですね。
ごめんなさい。せっかくお見舞いに来てくださったのに。早く元気になってくださいね。
そうそう、白里先輩がいないとなんか物足りないんですよ。
そうですか。なんだかあなたたちにそう言われるのは不思議な感じがします。
Sure does. It's nothing short of a miracle given how their clubs are constantly on the brink of war. We're constantly on the brink of war just 6 months ago.
皆さんごめんなさい。少しだけ匠くんとお話しさせてもらえます？はい、もちろんです。それじゃあお姉ちゃん、また後でね。
何かあったら全力で悲鳴を上げてくださいね。
What kind of criminal do you think I am? After Bibi had the last laugh, the door closed behind her. At the door closed behind her, the room was engulfed in complete silence.
今日はごめんなさい。せっかくのクリスマスなのに。
Just let yourself rest for now. Christmas will come again next year. Kaede, you fall asleep. Leaning close. As I lean in close, I hear a faint sniffle.
です。きっと無理です。
What?
来
Why?
年もきっと同じです。
You get sick like this every year. Kaede stirs slightly under the blanket, saying nothing.
いつもそうなんです。何かイベントがあるたびにいつもこうやって体調を崩すんです。
I heard from Cotton, but we went to that theme park during summer
あ
game.
れはどこへ行くのか知らなかったから。でもクリスマスは突然やってきたりしますから。だからごめん
Kaede,
なさい。たくみくん楽しみだって言ってくれていたのに。
Kaede!
もういや。
She's crying for real now. Not knowing what to do, I keep stroking her hair without saying a word. After a while, she drifts off to sleep, perhaps due to exhaustion or the effects of the medicine. Kaede, there was something I could do for you.
それで状況に変化は？
What in the name of Sherlock Holmes is that fucking outfit, Matsuri? The fever seems to have subsided, but according to Cotton, there's this incarcerated by darkness kind of expression on her face. Today, a few days after Christmas, Mom has sent me and Matsuri on a shopping trip to the business district. New Year's is already on everyone's mind, with no sign of Christmas lingering in the air, such as the breathtaking pace of modern society. It doesn't take long for the conversation to steer towards Kaede. If only they could have kept the decorations up for a few more days.
余震は残っていたにせよ、それは白里先輩が楽しみにしていたクリスマスではないね。
Thanks for the dose of reality.
おや、君は
Silly man in suit approaches and calls out to me. Confused for an instant, I quickly recognize who he is. Good day to you, sir.
どなただい？
Oh, right, this is the first time you two have met. This year's Kaede's father.
噂の。
He'd usually be wearing his head priest outfit, so I didn't recognize him right away. Apparently, he's here for a meeting with the local merchants regarding the New Year's events, thus his suit. On a side note, after both our families acknowledged my relationship with Kaede, there were some discussions about proper conduct before marriage. I don't know how to apologize to your future father-in-law. Your daughter, Kaede, has awakened to the joys of womanly pleasure due to my own incompetence or overcompetence. Depends on how you look at it.
ところで噂のとはどういう話かな？
Oh, that's a toughie. Before I can muster an answer, Matsu has already said.
はじめまして、白里さん。私は白里先輩の後輩で、七里くんの友人の元諏訪まつりです。
はじめまして。楓の父です。
先ほど噂のと口にしたのは、あなたがとても誠実であり、厳格でもある方だとお伺いしていたためです。
誠実で厳格か。君たちが思っているほどではないと思うのだがね。
うん、そうですか。それならば話は早そうですね。
話とは
The words piqued my curiosity, so I followed Kaede's father's lead and stay silent while urging her to continue with my.
白里先輩、そしてクリスマスについて、実は。
Matsuri proceeds to explain how Kaede has never had a typical Christmas experience, and how sad it was for Kaede not to be able to spend Christmas Eve with me.
そうか。楓はずっと。
もしもあなたがそれほど厳格ではないと本気、来年は白里先輩のためにクリスマスらしいクリスマスを祝っていただけませんか？
わかった。そうしよう。
Well, Matsuri don't think it's a good idea to propose such a thing to someone from a different religion.
いいと言っているぞ。
Also,
そうですよね、白里さん。
Also, Christmas has kind of like left the religious portion of it all. It's just kind of a cultural thing at this point. Like, if you're in a country that celebrates Christmas, it's not a religious thing anymore.
構わんよ。
Sure.
八百万の神々は強量ではないよ。それに万物すべてに神が宿るのならば、クリスマスツリーにだって神は宿っているかもしれないだろう。
I see. But if you can make such a decision quickly, why all those?
一応神道だからね。世間体的にどうなのかな。
世間体より娘の喜ぶ顔を撮るということですね。
ああ、そうしようと。
おせっかいながらもう一つ。どうせ祝うのならこっそりと準備をしてください。
確かに事前に祝おうと話すよりも驚かせたい気はするね。
喜びも倍増するでしょうし。
よし、来年は天井まで届くツリーを用意することにしよ
う。Man, that's out already laugh. He is perhaps even more easygoing than he confessed.
ところで、七里くん。
Of course, sir. Put a hand on my shoulder.
元諏訪さんは本当にただの友達なんだろうね。
I never felt so terrified by a smile before. After firmly declaring his commitment to hold a Christmas party next year, God, his father excuses himself, mentioning he had some other business to attend to. Looks like things will go well for us next year.
そうだね。ただし当面の問題については全く解決していないわけだが。クリスマスそのものが1週間くらい祝うものだったらよかったのだがね。
Regrettably, Christmas lasts for all of 2 days, including...
シンデレラにかけられた魔法が解けない方法があればいいのだが、現実は難しいものだね。
Way to delay the bell, huh? There is a way!
匠?
Mustering the passers-by halt their footsteps, their gazes fixated on the young man, me, who just yelled in the middle of a crowded street. That's my plan. I know it's selfish, but I ask that you lend me your strength. After I arrived back home, I gathered the entire gang and mermaid for a strategic meeting. As soon as I finished explaining my plans, the girls start chiming in.
君らしいな。私にはその考えが浮かばなかったよ。
そんな発想ができるなんてさすがだね、匠。
すごいよターくん。締め切り破ったクリエイターみたいね。
Isana, can we not use that specific word? It makes me want to strangle somebody. Still. They're all treating me like a kid. Stop it. Yeah, I thought I finally cooked.
私はいいと思います。
That's a cute outfit.
ママも賛成なのだ。
That's a very fluffy outfit. It's wearing it. It clearly makes like some later fashion. Nice! You two just earned 10 affection points from that.
もちろん。惜しみない協力をしようじゃないか。
匠のためなら火の中冬の海。
私は何をしたらいいかなターくん。
ブツの用意は母さんに任せなさい。つてを当たってみるわ。
Fear the power of the causality defying hundred gauntlets. Luckily, I still have everyone on board. Plan will be executed precisely 2,000 hours from tomorrow. We aim for nothing but victory. Can't help but add a long sigh after reading the text Takumi sent me last night while I was asleep. I'm gonna come by around 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. At first I thought it odd. It'll be dark out by
どうして
then.
夜なんでしょう。
Usually meet only during the day. It's not that I'm frustrated with him, but
顔を合わせづらいんですよね。
showed him such a pathetic side of mine on Christmas Eve. I hate to admit it, but I've been spiraling ever since. Yes, I ought to blame the fever, but that does change the fact that I gave him the cold shoulder each day he visited. Oh, I would pretend to be asleep or not well enough to even talk. This can't go on forever. At this rate, we're bound to drift apart, and it would all be my fault. So after much deliberation, I reply I'll be waiting. Even though I've made up my mind to see him, I can't quite lift my spirits. Simply must
許
apologize.
してくれるといいんですけど。
And I have no time to consider. That's the doorbell. Must be him. Cast away my doubts and make my way to the front door. Good evening, Kaede. How are you feeling?
こんばんは、たくみくん。もう大丈夫ですよ。
Smile is the same as always. What about mine? Does it look unnatural?
たくみくん。せっかく来てもらって申し訳ないけれど、時間が時間だから部屋には。
That's okay. I understand.
ごめんなさい。
Father were to see us together in my room so late at night. I don't think he'd go so far as to make us break up, but it'd be a lot harder for us to see each other in the future.
今後よりも今よね。たくみくん。ここのところごめんなさい。言い訳になっちゃうんだけど、体調を崩して気持ちがちょっと不安定。
You don't need to apologize. I understand. Oh, and you'd probably like to know why I'm here, right? Just like that. He doesn't look bothered at all by what happened the last few days. I found myself taken aback and immensely relieved at the same time.
要件って
Come outside with me, Kaede.
こんな時間からですか？
Mhm.
ですが、お父様が
Don't sweat it. Karen worked out her negotiation magic and got us your father's permission.
カリンが交渉担当って
I'll fill you in on it later. It's a bit chilly out there, so put on some
え
warm.
それじゃあちょっと待っててください。
What's going on? Father is allowed it, and I see no reason to turn him down, but I'm at such a loss. He said it's going to be particularly frigid tonight. Feeling better now, but I might relapse if I don't keep myself
こ
warm.
れで大丈夫よね。
She's the only one that decided not to go beige. Though who knows, maybe the beige coat is like a weird, like, school uniform coat that they have to wear. It'd be fucking weird, but you know. After a quick look at the mirror, I head out into the hall.
そうだ、
Yet I stop and head back
遅
to
く
my
なっ
room.
てしまいましたけど、許してくれますよね。
I'm like, keep looking around, consider like a placement for the mini fridge down here. Like, I could put it down here, but then I'd have no leg room. This one would just be playlist stuff. Probably make some space here and put it here. I intend to give him this scarf. I intended to give him this scarf on Christmas. Gift bag now in hand, I head out to meet him.
たくみくん、そろそろどこへ行くのか教えてほしいんですけど。
As we arrive at the seawall, I turn to him and ask, "We're almost there. Someone wants to take me around this area. Tourism around here has died for the year. All the stores have gone back to their regular hours and are now closed. Gaze ahead, and the only light sources are the street lamps illuminated in
も
the
しか
path.
してあの場所で何かを？
The place we exchange vows of love to each other shouldn't be that far from here. My heart skips a beat, and suddenly I'm filled with anxiety.
まさかと思うけど、別れ話とか？
Nah, that can't be. He went out of his way to ask for Father's permission for us to come all this way. And I don't sense anything ominous in his eyes. I feel convinced, but not entirely without fear. However, before I knew it, we'd already passed the place I had in mind. I had a sigh of relief and pressed forward with a light dark gate. Here we are, Kaede.
着いたってここですか？
Yes. Kaide's looking at the sea. It's this way. Pulled at his hand, but doesn't seem to faze him. He takes my hand and guides me down the stairs to the beach.
たくみくん、ここで一体何を？
You'll see. The moon is now to light the way. Instead, clouds blur the division between sky and sea to the point of indistinguishability. I'm shrouded in darkness, too far from the street lamp's light. Only the sound of the distant waves portray any sense of space. We so empty that were it not for the gentle sea breeze, I'm not sure I would know it from down here. Hand in hand we venture over the sand toward the sea. Sometime he comes to a halt and I follow suit. This is the place.
ここで？
Let's get started, shall we? With that he raises his free hand over his head and snaps his fingers. It's loud enough to prevail over the sound of the waves, but what comes after, that's what's truly captivating. The lights. White, red, yellow, green, and blue. Countless little lights suddenly emerge from the darkness. They're dancing on the trees standing along the coast. No, someone has decorated the trees with lights, which means...
クリスマスツリー？
Yes, they're precisely what people would call Christmas trees. As soon as it dawns on
メリー
me,
クリスマス！
familiar voices fill the air, accompanied by this piercing sound of party poppers. No, you fools! Why would you do that on the beach? Shadowy figures from behind the trees step into the light. The members of the swimming club.
皆さんどうしてここへ？それにクリスマスって。
Kaede? Merry Christmas. The boy I love gazes at my confused expression and lets out a laugh. I don't think I fully processed it. The suddenness of it all leaves me bewildered. That trees are adorned with Christmas lights. And all of them shouted Merry Christmas. However, it's already the 29th of December. Christmas is all but in the past. We set this all up for you, Kaede.
私のために。
Yeah, you're really looking forward to Christmas, weren't you? You've been thinking of me all this time. And how I wanted to have my first Christmas. How I wanted to spend it with him. You created the holy night for my sake. What do you think? Hope you like it.
嬉しいわ。まさかクリスマスが終わった後にこんなイベントが待っているなんて思いもしなかったもの。
Break into a smile. Words can't describe how happy I am right now. I can feel tears welling up in my eyes. However, a week behind us, what are you talking about? Takayumi looks baffled, his mouth agape. Strange, it's almost as if he's entirely mistaken about the date.
匠くん？言ってることがさっぱりわからないんだけど。
It's Christmas Eve tonight, he says with utmost confidence. Yes, it's the 24th of September. At exactly 140 o'clock. He's looking me straight in the eyes. It's entirely serious. I freeze for a moment. As my mind starts to catch up, the realization sinks in. And I can't help but laugh. The tears that were welling up earlier are rolling down my cheeks. What? Why are you laughing? The boy lets out a dramatic scream and starts acting as if I committed an unforgivable act. It all feels so silly I'm doubled over in laughter. I laugh until it hurts. Perhaps my body is making up for the fact that I found no humor in anything the past few days. Or perhaps I'm simply enraptured with joy from the Christmas miracle.
ありがとう、匠くん。私、とても嬉しいわ。本当に大好きよ。
Yes, it's the 24th of September at exactly 140 o'clock. I scream at the top of my lungs, dead serious. She's totally good. She's laughing her ass off. What? Why are you laughing?
予想通りの反応だったな。
全力で笑いを取りに行く発想ができる匠っていいね。すごいおバカなんだって言ったのに。クリエイター。
Isana, do not say the trigger word. Forces of causality, 100 gauntlets weren't exactly in my favor, but fear not. Me, they are reliable allies who always stand by my side.
白里先輩の反応が普通ですよね。
わわはもう最初からダメだと思っていたぞ、重木。
Even my sidekicks are using all fiction on me! In reality, all I wanted was for my girlfriend to have a lovely surprise. Did I ever ask for a mouth? Why? I fall to my hands and knees. Kaede and Kaede alone would kneel down in the sandy shore to offer me solace. Tears glisten on the edge of her eyes. She laughed that much, huh? Oh, I despise you, reality. Did you find pleasure in the performance I arranged for you with my beloved Cinderella? A couple of cringeworthy lines now won't make me any more of a clown than I already am. She giggles and nods.
ありがとう、匠くん。私、とても嬉しいわ。本当に大好きよ、匠くん。
Yes! Victory is mine! The mockery of thousands mean nothing. I can bring happiness to you, my princess.
たーくん、おめでとう。おめでとう。めでたいな、重木。おめでとう、匠。
Congratulations!
おめでとうございます、匠さん。
Thank you, I guess. Thank you all.
君は笑われてていいんだ。
No! No more! Kaede laughs again, just as loud as before. What have I done to deserve this? Oh well. As long as Kaede is happy, I guess. Take out the grill and begin our barbecue party. Sea breeze sweeps across our sizzling meat, wafting the aroma straight to our noses that make the food even more tantalizing. All the dishes are quickly loaded with meat and
いろい
veggies.
ろと用意をしたんですね。
Guess what? We've got fireworks for later. Dinner and a show.
そこまで行くと季節が混ざりすぎな気がしないでもないですが。
Ha! We're at a party and that's exactly what we'll do.
そうかもしれませんね。
Everyone did their part to make the day happen. Self-proclaimed former idol of Suminoe, Mom, used her connections to bestow Christmas trees from an acquaintance who manages the shopping district. Matsuri had Lucia transport all the trees and ornaments in a truck. Colin accomplished the remarkably courageous task of asking their father's approval to stay out late today. Miyabi prepared the battery packs and extension cables for the lights along with the barbecue grill. Shiona and Miyazuna handled all the other food-related acquisitions. And lastly, everyone worked together to set the stage.
私なんかのために。
Of course you do, Kaede. Everyone put in the effort because you're an incredibly important friend. And, to me, you're the girl I love. The most important person in my life.
たくみくん、ありがとう。何度も同じことを言ってしまうけど、とても嬉しいわ。
I'm happy that you're enjoying yourself. I have to apologize now, it's not as intimate as the date we had planned. Next Christmas, we'll make a special memory for just the two of us.
そうですね。
Smile shines brighter than the lights. Everything's all right now. Spend Christmas Eve together next year. More than certain.
少々よろしいですか？
What's the matter, Shiona?
私からお二人に贈りたいものがありまして。何でしょうか？僭越ながら歌を。
Really? That'd be awesome. Everything's top notch.
そうなんですか？ぜひお願いできますか？
しおねさんらしいね。
お恥ずかしいですけど。それでですね。もしよろしければ。
Sure, anything with the mop out.
はい、私も同じです。
どんなお願いなんだい？しおねさん。
Matsui suddenly chimes in.
私の歌が終わった後、お二人には私たちの前でですね、これからもずっと大切にし合うと誓ってはもらえないでしょうか。
Kind of embarrassing, but I think we can do it. Right, guys?
そうですね。それで歌の今日のお礼となるのなら。
では、私は約束の証人となろう。
ありがとうございます。
Genie bows deeply to us and then proceeds to walk in front of the Christmas tree, which I suppose serves as the altar. After being informed by Matsuri about what's going on, the other members start singing in rows, watching intently.
それでは。
Genie takes in a deep breath. Begins to sing. It's quite tender and somewhat
これ
somber.
は恋の祝福だね。私の思いは叶わずとも結ばれた二人には永遠の幸せを小さな少女が贈るセレナードといったところか。君らしい選曲だね、しおねさん。
The name of the game! Sea breeze carries her voice further and further away, and then suddenly,
雪？
pure white snow flakes flutter in the wind as they descend. Yeah, they said it snowed tonight. Softly, gently, snow falls, dance against the backdrop of 1,000 lights, encircling the girl whose singing voice ebbs and flows with the rhythm of the waves. For a moment, I'm convinced magic truly exists in this world. Surely a mermaid straight out of a fairy tale having crossed seas and far and wide to be with us. Eventually the song comes to an end and reality sets us back into its proper place. Sweetie bows her a captive audience, we shower her with a resounding round of applause.
どうでしたでしょうか？
Is it obvious? It's the least we could do for such an amazing performance.
ため息をついてしまいそうなくらいとても綺麗でよかったですよ。ありがとうございました。しおね、こちらこそご清聴ありがとうございました。
She lowers her head again and again. She naturally brings joy to all of us.
それでですね、先ほどのお願いなんですが。
Ah, sure. Already promised.
少し恥ずかしい気はしますけれど。
Kaede and I look into each other's eyes and
たく
nod.
みさん、
And nod.
誓いの前に渡すべきものを渡してあげてくださいね。
Right, thanks, Yune. Really thinks things through, doesn't
で
she?
はステージへ。
Okay, let's go, Kaede. Quickly replace Shune as the center of attention. Kaede, please have this.
これって
Don't you know it's customary to exchange gifts on Christmas? She carefully takes the gift bag. from
何
me.
から何まで本当にありがとう、たくみくん。あのね、私からもこれ。
Shows me the gift bag she's been holding.
クリスマスにはプレゼントがつきものですよね。
Ah, exchange, right? Has a scarf inside. Did you make this yourself?
ええ、重くなければいいんですけど。
Can I put it on?
はい。
Take the scarf out of the bag and wrap it around my neck. But it'll be warm, and since it's wool, I can move around just fine.
もう、たくみくんったら。
Why is she laughing at me? As you continue to ponder the workings of the universe, she only raises her
あの、
voice.
それでは誓い合っていただけますか。
Ah, yeah.
はい、わかりました。それではお願いします。誓いのキスを。
Excuse me?
キス？
Kiss?
キスです。誓い合うって約束してくれましたよね。
私が証人だ。
We promised and everything, but
では約束を果たしてくれたまえ。それにしてもしおねさんはとんだド M だね。
she's a sadist no matter how you look at it. Following a soft chuckle, she continues to gaze at Kaede.
白里先輩、お願いします。たくみくん、約束を。
Kaede!
約束は守らないといけません。何よりしおねさんがそう望んだのですから。
Fine. Now Kaede has made up her mind. I can't exactly act like a wimp any longer. And I stand before each other, eyes locked. The snow continues to fall, brushing across her cheeks like a thin white veil. Fully push through and embrace. I love you, Kaede. Always will.
私も好きです。たくみくん、いつまでも一緒に。
In the snow, surrounded by our friends, having pledged our eternal vow as we kiss. The soft, warm sensation of her lips vanishes from mine. I remember my first Christmas for the rest of my life. Kaede remarks with a smile.
帰りの時間には日が暮れるようになって
Vocalist that
そん
also
な
sings
季
all
節
day, sings
に
songs
なった
from
んだ
Kaede-Route. I'm trusted though, so I'm going to fucking do this. One winter day, Kaede and I are taking a stroll through the shopping district, heading towards school. Kaede looks tense, her eyes darting every which way. Any self-respecting boyfriend would ask their partner what's wrong, but not me, because I already know the reason. Kaede is going commando under her coat. In other words, some pranks decided to whisk away the coat. She would stand fully exposed for the world. Oh lord, what the fuck's happening? Trust me, I can explain. I jokingly suggested that we spice things up a bit to keep our sex life from getting monotonous, and to my surprise, she concurred. Still can't believe she actually agreed to do this. By any chance, are you already into this kind of thing from the start? Kaede raised her eyebrows and an instant later abruptly slips her hand into my pocket. While I'm still befuddled by the unexpected development, plays with my dick. Got it. Just want to flexibly raise my voice in protest, but she doesn't stop. Alas, poor thing. Okay. Please, Kaede, I'd rather not wandering around the streets with a huge bulge in my pants. Glares at me, and yeah, I guess we're in the same boat now. Finally, she adds that she's only here like this, unquestionably indulging in exhibitionism because of my request. I was only joking. Well, half joking, so her accusation does make me feel kind of guilty. Sorry, Kaede. As long as you understand her expression softens, she forgives me with a smile. Nevertheless, even her heavenly smile fails to provide any relief or out of the sun. But how about we go somewhere a little more private? Kaede squints, staring me down. Oh, see you after the exit! They done fucking. The seasons pass. Gone is winter and spring has arrived. Today, Kaede is no longer a fellow student of Minagihama Academy. I watch with admiration as she takes her place as valedictorian of her graduating class to deliver her speech. Eventually, the ceremony comes to an end. Now here we stand side by side. She looks to me with a sad smile.
こうやって匠くんと一緒に帰るのも今日で最後なのよね。
It's gonna get so lonely.
ええ。
Won't be able to see each other as often as we have been. Kaede moving on to higher education is
寂しいからって
inevitable.
浮気なんかしたら許しませんからね。
I won't. I would never. It's only advice for you.
もう周りに人がいるんだからそういう恥ずかしいことは言わないの。でも本当に会える時間が少なくなるわね。こんなことなら進学しないで就職した方が良かったかしら。
I don't think it would make any difference.
あら、匠くんのところに永久就職するんだから。
Oh, that's true. We should save the best for last, though, shouldn't we?
そうしましょう。
Someone once told me that the future holds endless possibilities. Nee! 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 Nee, 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 nee. The final boss version is always better than the actual vocal version, in my opinion. Consider everything, and if we consider everything and aim for a single outcome, isn't that just as valid?
しおねさんたちが呼んでいますね。記念写真を撮るみたいですよ。
Oh, in that case, let's go, Kaede.
Hi.
Hand in hand, we walk to where our precious friends are waiting. And for a bright future. Alright. Musica's next, isn't it? Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Could have done without guilt tripping because you didn't choose Shione all of the like out of fucking nowhere. And you know the fucking booby jump scare. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time.